Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack, and welcome to the start of Faxanadu Randomizer Fridays. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Each Friday for the next little bit, you can expect a new randomizer seed of Faxanadu. And if you don't know what this game is, or the randomizer, you're definitely in for a treat. Faxanadu itself is a really fun action platformer RPG. It's a really good time. And the randomizer, it's going to take all the items in that game, move them all around. Enemies, same thing. It's going to move the locked doors. It's going to mess around with the screens. There's so much randomized in this. It's going to be a ton of fun. So I have a tracker off to the side that's going to be keeping track of a lot of things here. Something specific about this run of Faxanadu that I'm doing, the settings I chose, is there's only going to be one of each key type. You'll notice there's 5 keys on my tracker there. There's only going to be one of those that will be required to unlock the doors. There's not going to be like multiple doors locked by the same type of key or anything like that. So that's the important thing to know for this one. But we got to find all kinds of stuff. So why don't we get going, and I'll explain the goals. I'll explain what we're doing, and then let's just get going. 3, 2, 1, and start. So we have a whole lot of things that we need to collect in order to beat this Faxanadu Randomizer seed. We have to collect the entirety of the Dragon Slayer kit, which is the Dragon Slayer, the battle suit, and the battle helm. So we need all that in order to get to the end. That's going to be required. We're going to start with the longsword. The settings I have set means that we always start off with the longsword, or at least it's purchasable. But the other things we don't know. So it looks like we're going to start with Tilt, which is the strongest spell in the game, but it's also very pricey. It's good. It's a good spell. So, you know, just because it's pricey doesn't mean like it's like bad or anything like that. It does a lot of damage, so it's good. It's good to have. We're going to stock up on some other items here. We have Screen Randomizer on right now. So the wing boots have been added into this first shop here. They'll always be in the shop if you have Screen Randomizer on. And this shop will always be the same. Well, like not like this shop will always be in the store, like no matter what settings you have on. It's kind of like your starting kit, like to see what you start with. And that was actually pretty good. I ended up having 0 golds here, so... Oh, and the king door is right here. That is perfect. Oh, that is awesome right there. So because we have Screen Randomizer on, the doorway is right here. And because we had 0 gold, this is in the vanilla game too, you talk to the king, gives you 1,500, which we did start with. That's a randomizer thing. There's a little fast start where you start with full health and magic and golds. Just kind of speeds up the process a little bit. So we're going to buy a few more things. We're going to buy a couple more wing boots, and we're also going to buy an elixir. And then after that, we're actually going to take a death because there's a fast, there's a death warp mechanic in the rando where if you press start, select start, then you die. And that's going to take us right to the guru of this area. So that'll give us a little bit of, wow, you and your friends are dead. Wow, what an amazing death quote there. All right, we start with the king key. That's pretty good. That's a good thing to know that we already have that off the get-go. So, I guess we can check out what this is too. So I have all of the doors besides the gurus randomized in this seed, meaning that any door could be something that we need. I left the gurus alone because I just thought having save points that were a little more linear would be a good idea. And there's the queen key right there, so we can actually go buy that right now. Now that, what's funny is that's a key shop that we went into and they were selling keys, but because of how I have the randomization set up right now, the key shops are really just extra shops that could sell anything. This one just happens to sell keys. That didn't have to happen. That wasn't a guarantee or anything. So we picked up another 1,500 gold. Alright, so I was talking about objectives. Besides collecting the Dragon Slayer set, we also need to activate the 3 fountains in the game. That's denoted by that sage in the bottom right of the tracker there. And there's the boots, the elixir, and the small joker key there. So that basically just indicates the different fountains that we need. All right, and so we need a ring to open that door, and that's a nothing door right there. I think that's vanilla almost. All right, so we need a ring to unlock that one door. We don't know which one, unfortunately, so that sucks, but that's all right. Something to keep in mind for later. Oh, there's the battle suit. Right away, so that's pretty good. That's already one of the 3 pieces that we need to beat this game. And there's King Grieve, and we're not gonna fight him. Just chilling, just, you know, in the beginning town. Just, you know, one of the hardest bosses in the game, possibly the hardest boss in the game. Just chilling there, just mind his own business. All right, and it looks like we're gonna start off with Aeolus was the town. We're gonna start with the world of Trunk here. As our first world. We do have world randomization on. This is normally the first world of the game, but it didn't have to be. And we also just got a black potion, which is a newly added item for a screen randomization, or for Faxanadu Rando. Sorry, I was just checking to see if that connected. And what the black potion does is it heals your magic. It's kind of like a beta item that didn't quite make it into the actual game of Faxanadu. But it was added in to this. Oh, Deluge, pretty pricey. Might need to pick that up. So it was added into the randomizer and given an effect to heal magic, because I don't think it did anything in the beta version. Like, I think if you add it into the game, it doesn't do anything. But Not Lob, the creator of the rando, he gave it a feature, so that's good. So that's fun. All right, well, let's keep going here. We're gonna keep moving on here. It's like I said, it's looking pretty standard so far. I mean, obviously it's very different than a normal game. If you're a little familiar with Faxanadu, you might notice that some of the tower screens are actually integrated with the main screens too, and that's part of the screen randomization. So any screen that can appear in the world of Trunk normally, be it overworld screen or a screen that appears in one of the towers or the dungeons, can appear in here. So like it's pretty wild. It'll only appear once though. There's not like it doesn't duplicate screens. There's no duplicate screens at all. Alright, we gotta make a little leap here, because this could lead to something potentially. Alright. So like this probably connects, yeah. Which is honestly pretty advanced for the randomizer, that you gotta like jump down that platform to get up there, but alright. And I think with how the connections work, there was nothing to the left of that ladder screen there. Alright, we got another shop here. Let's check out what's for sale. The Jack Key. Oh, we are full up on items. Oh boy, alright. We're gonna use the black potion. Because honestly, even though... And we'll buy that Jack Key. Look, we already have the 3, like, standard keys purchased already. So that's pretty good. Even though a black potion is like a new item and it's cool, it's probably like the worst item still to have. Like, you can only carry 8 items plus whatever you have equipped, so 9. And, you know, because we have to carry a bunch of keys on us, it's not, you know, if you have to use something, I'm gonna use the black potion. I'd rather not hold on to that, because the red potion, you know, gives you health, and if you, as long as you're alive, you know, you can do damage. Magic doesn't do any good. Magic doesn't do you any good if you're dead. Apparently, I cannot talk today. Speaking of magic, we actually have the magic rod up here, which is going to increase the power of our spells, which I realize I haven't used tilt once. Do I even have it equipped? Yeah, I do. So I even have tilt equipped, or I haven't even used it yet, but it's gonna do like the most damage it can do. I basically have like the most powerful spell in the game now that I have tilt with the magic rod. So, you know, if we need to take something out that's a little stubborn, we have the means to do it. All right, there's the Jack Key door. Let's use it. Let's go on in. Let's see what's in here. It looks like nothing. Alright, so... And I'm pretty sure, because of how Screen Rando works, there's nothing to the right here. There's only one direction to go. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of forgot if I turned the final dungeon there's a check mark in the randomizer program to make the final dungeon be randomized with the other doors of the game. I meant to turn it on, but I don't remember if I did. I'll be honest. So, I'm just gonna have to cross that bridge when I get there. And try not to think about it too much. I already got a red potion up there. I mean, I'm not gonna get that, because that seems pretty impossible to get. Unless there's something linked from this screen, which there's not. Alright. Let's keep moving on here. Alright, here's a trunk door. So I mentioned the fountain quest, right? That we have to activate that to beat the game. So normally in the world of Trunk, there's 3 fountains you would activate, and when they're activated, you're able to use that along with the ruby ring, which we don't have yet. And that allows you to go to the next world of the game, which is normally missed. However, because I have the fountain quest set to be like one of the end goals, now we only need the ruby ring to go to the next world of the game from the world of Trunk here. So it makes it a little more fun, I think, especially because we got the world of Trunk as our first world. Because if we didn't have that on and we got the world of Trunk first, which is what we did, then we would have known that all 3 fountains were going to be like really early on in the game. And I think that's just kind of like not exciting to know, like, oh, you're going to get all these Trunk dungeons like straight away. So that's why I like turning the fountain quest on. Oh, there we go. There was some tilt usage right there. I think I was kind of just like inside the wyvern right there as I cast it, so you didn't really see it, but you know, we did some big damage there. Oh, that's some big money. Oh, I don't know which ring that is. Is that it's either the Ring of Elf or the Ring of Dwarf. It's one of them. Let's see. It is the Ring of Dwarf. Okay. So because we have the key shuffling on, one of the doors will be locked by the Ring of Dwarf. Which one, I don't know, but one of them. I think 2 doors are locked by the Ring of Elf. So it's actually a little more valuable, but I don't have it, so. Alright, we're gonna ignore that ointment guy up there. And it looks like this is a dead end, so we did get a good item out of here, and hey, we got some wing boots, so actually, you know what, we'll use this black potion, just kind of use that right now. I could, in theory, because I could get another pair of wing boots, what I could do here is I could fly up there, get that ointment, and that might allow us to get out of here a little safer. I don't know if this probably really isn't faster, honestly, just based on the fact that I'm spending the time to do this. But let's see if we can fly up here and... There we go. That works. Okay, that was kind of clever. I'm proud of myself. I think that was a pretty good move. Now, I could also death warp out of here. But the thing is, I haven't gone to a guru and leveled up my rank or anything yet, so I kind of want to hold off on that right now. As we increase our rank, what that'll let us do is when we do respawn, like through a death warp, we're actually dying, that'll change how much gold we start with, because our gold is tied to our rank. And then also, every 4 ranks you go up, you actually get a little bit of an acceleration increase, because the running speed in this game is very weird how it works. The Faxanadu hero here is like a car. It needs a bit to get going here. So it's a little odd, but that's how it works. All right, there's a Mattock. We'll grab that because that's going to be required. So I have I have a little spot on the tracker for that as well. We do need at least 1 Mattock to beat this game, so I did give it a spot on the tracker, mostly because I needed one more. I added the Jack, Queen, and King keys to the tracker, specifically for this randomizer mode that I'm doing today. And it left me with an empty slot, so I need to fill it with something. So I was like, what item would be good? And I chose the Mattock. All right, we just activated the first fountain there, so that's the wing boots fountain. I mean, that's the icon I chose for it. I guess I could have made it something else, but you know, we need the wing boots to get that fountain, so that's why it's that symbol. That we also need the elixir to activate the second fountain there. And then the reason the Joker key is the third fountain there is, in the vanilla game, you would normally need the Joker key to get to that fountain. So that's why that's how that is. But in the randomizer, that's, you know, that's not likely to happen. It could, I guess, but it's not very likely it's going to happen. Alright. We got a nice little boring screen right here. But yeah, honestly, I don't really use magic too much. Like I said, even though I have like some really strong magic at our disposal, I just save it for when I need it against bosses, which are like the big enemies, when I need to get them out of the way. And there we go. So this is what we need the Mattock right here for, is clearing out that block. And in the original game, that's like all you can use it for. There's technically like, I think 1 or 2 other screens the Mattock is in theory usable in, but it doesn't do anything like of note. But in the randomizer, you can use the Mattock anywhere, so it does have its uses. It's probably less useful in screen randomization because you kind of don't know the layout of the world. But if you're playing this without screen randomizer, the Mattock is actually very useful. There's quite a few instances where you can skip some big sections, or even just little time optimizations with it. So it's pretty nice. I just not take damage there. Do I have ointment right now? I don't recall grabbing it. Oh, and there we go. This is a new feature of... this is the new beta as of April 12th. This is a new feature here where the... where this sage... This is the elixir sage, so there's another fountain. He's normally up by that fountain, but... this used to be a dead-end screen, and now it's like a through screen, which is pretty cool. I gotta say, I really like this change like a lot, because I'm all for adding more screens into the randomizer. So I like that that's just like a new part of it now. Because it really looks like you should be able to keep going through on that screen, and before like it was a dead-end screen. So now it makes a lot more sense. So I like it a whole lot more. Alright, this is Bird Hospital. If this enemy is not immune... No, it's just ointment. But there's a hospital in the original game. There's a hospital and 2 armories or tool shops that are... that have enemies in them, and they will have items if you defeat the... enemies within them. But you can't use weapons indoors, so you have to use magic, which is really weird. I don't really know why they did that, but it's just a weird programming thing. Alright, so we got a new title, so... Now I can die and not be too afraid here. Alright, got another tool shop here, so... Let's see if we can get something decent here. Well, there's the Ring of Elf, so we'll definitely pick that up. I could buy a Mattock, but I won't. I could also sell the Mattock I have, right? I get some decent cash for it. I'm probably going to hold on to it, because there is technically another use for it. Oh, there's the ruby ring that we need. Speaking of the other armory that has an item in it. There we go. So that's good. We need the ruby ring to leave the World of Trunk anyway. I guess I did have ointment. Was it that ointment from, like, forever ago? Like, from that boss? It couldn't have been. We have not had it that long. We must have grabbed another ointment. Well, anyway, I already have almost all the rings, which is really nice. And I almost have all the keys, too. I'm only really missing the Ace and Joker key. And in the original game, you know, they kind of have, like, their one use, and they're kind of fun for the randomizer, too. But I decided to make the keys a little more, like, unique in this one. Like, all of the keys kind of have the same purpose. I thought that'd be a little more fun to do. And maybe that'll mean something a little different, like once the randomizer gets, you know, even more features added to it in the future. Speaking of added features, this is a new dead-end screen that has an item. This screen would normally not have an item in it in the original game. And also, you would never approach it from this way either, so that's kind of fun. So, look at us go. We got an item. We got something there. So that's really cool. I love all the stuff that gets added to the randomizer. It just really helps flesh it out and makes it stand apart from the original game. I love the original game, but I'm just saying. It's fun to see new features added. Alright, looks like we're going right to start here. So this is Dartmoor. This is World 2. It's normally World 4, but so it's our World 2. There's an elixir in there, so we don't need that. So we'll skip it. I have everything tracked so far, right? Yeah, we're only missing the Joker Fountain right now. As far as progress goes, we still need the Dragon Slayer and the Battle Helmet. And the Joker Fountain. Those are the things we're missing for Go mode. Then we could officially go to the end. And like I said, I don't know if the Zenith, which is the final dungeon, or the Evil One's Lair, depending on what you want to call it. I don't know if it's included in the door shuffle pool. Why can I not make this jump? So that's my bad. Oh man, this is really rough. Come on. Yeah, because we don't have a lot of acceleration, it's sometimes tough to make little jumps like that. But we made it. We're good. Now this is... I'm kind of hoping we kinda get a dead end here real soon. Okay, we did. Because... Alright, that's nothing. That key shop, that enemy's not gonna have anything. Alright, we need to use tilt there, so we can use this. This is a clever use of tilt there to take out that wyvern enemy. And of course I got none of those. But yeah, those key shop enemies, or those enemy key shops, they won't have an item, so we don't have to worry about it. I hope I'm making a whole lot of sense if you're new to this at all. There's obviously a lot going on, and it's kind of hard to explain everything at once. I hope the item tracker helps to explain a little bit as to what I'm doing. It might have been more helpful to put the game objectives maybe closer together, as opposed to how I kind of have them like pretty far apart. But I hope it makes a little bit of sense. The items in the top left, the sword, the armor, and the shield there, that's what I currently have equipped there. And like I said, I already had the longsword checked off because I knew I was going to start with that. Oh, there's the battle helmet. That's pretty sweet. So, there's another thing we need. But the shield is technically something that we could buy, but I don't usually, so I don't really worry about it. Alright, well that's nothing, so we'll ignore. We don't need that at all. That's a dead-end screen, so we can just skip. Unless that's been changed to not be a dead-end screen, but I'm pretty sure it is, so we don't have to worry about it at all. And this is potentially an item? Yeah, hourglass. That wizard there would normally sell you the fire spell, which is, I really like the fire spell. I think it's low-key underrated. But in the randomizer, just any item, because it's the randomizer. Did I seriously just fall down? I have to use wing boots now. That's pretty rough. I mean, I have 3 of them, so it's not a huge deal. But I didn't really want to do that. I guess, you know, I could probably... This is maybe a waste of wing boots, but... I could probably do this to get my magic back with the elixir here, because there's one, like, literally right there. Okay, not take too much damage now. But yeah, that was kind of a big waste of wing boots, but hopefully there's like a town here or something, which there is. So, you know, my wing boot timer probably would have ran out anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Alright, red potion. So you've been noticing I've been talking to this guy here and a couple other houses. This one where it's just this guy sitting on this bench here. One of them requires the black onyx item, and in exchange, he'll give you an item. In the base game, he gives you a ace key, which you need to progress. But in the randomizer, he can give you anything. No, and this is a double guru here. This could be an item. It is. It's full plate. That's nice. That's an upgrade. We'll take it. That's the best armor money can buy, in theory. We did buy the battle suit. You'll notice we haven't equipped the battle suit or the battle helmet either. We require the full set in order to equip everything. So the only thing we're missing right now is the Dragon Slayer. Once we get that, we're gonna be geared up and ready for combat. So that's gonna be pretty good. All right, you know what? I'll just do this here. Oh, it's only 70 golds. So the meat shop gives you like a third of your health and magic back, and it's usually cheaper than the hospitals that fully heal you. Alright, what am I doing? I'm almost up a rank. Maybe I should rank up. Oh yeah, that was tons of experience. These pineapple guys are worth a lot. Okay. Yeah, we'll grab this rank here, just in case we have to death warp. We can just get that real quick. I don't know if we will have to death warp. I don't really see a reason to. Did we backtrack? Yeah, we did. We've sensed. Well, there's still another way to go. This is still an alternate route. There is still another way to go. Okay. That's the one thing that I have a real time keeping track of in the screen randomizer is like, is there other paths we haven't explored yet? And I'm like, yes, there is other paths we haven't explored yet. I just have to remember, and there's a path back there we have to explore. So I might hold on to, you know, I might death warp if this leads to a dead end, because, you know, depending on how far this goes, it might be worth it. This could also be the way forward. Okay, it's not. I don't know if this would be faster to death warp here. I guess it depends if this is an actual dungeon. Is this guy really immune to tilt? Yeah. Yeah, if an enemy is immune to a spell, the spell will just go right through them. In the original game, it'll hit them and then nothing will happen. Oh, we need a Joker key for that. Okay. I don't think I'll death warp. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure the screen is, like, right down here, so we don't really need a death warp. It's kind of unnecessary. Yeah, because it's just, like, right here, right? Yeah. Yeah, so if we go up here, we can continue on. Alright, so we know there's a ring lock door in the original town, Aeolus, and now we know the Joker key is required in this, like, split path above the town. Alright, and this is the way forward. I'm going to take off the key because I don't want to accidentally use it in case it's required. Oh, a ring was required for that. Okay. That's good to know. Alright, I'm not going to go forward, but it's good to know that branch is next. I feel like in Screen Randomizer, that's not, like, as important to know. I mean, I guess we know Mist isn't next, I suppose, so I guess it is a little helpful. Oh, man, this is a really maze-like Dartmoor. There is a lot of paths to go. I am getting very lost. I'm hoping we find a dead end soon, because I need... we have not. We have most definitely not found a dead end. This is gonna keep going. Because I do not want to lose track of where I'm going. It is very easy to do in this rando. And in this screen here, you'll notice there's wing boots there. We need the queen? Alright, we're going for it. I don't even know what's in here, we're going for it. It's a dungeon. And there's an ointment, we'll grab it. We're in this for the long haul now. Oh, this could be something. Bosses, if there's no item on screen when there's a boss on screen, and there's an item in that screen, it's potential that it's locking something good. So, let's see. I messed that up, like, big time. Well, it was just the mad talk. That's a little unfortunate. So. And I think the reason it was locking a Mattock is, that's supposed to be, like, if you ever played the original Faxanadu, the first boss of the game locks the Mattock. I think that's what that one is supposed to be there. So, that's a little unfortunate. Oh, we're on top of the tree! Let's go back in here. Alright, so this is a dead end, so we can move on. There is still, more path to go here. We're gonna pick up a few more wing boots. We need those to get back. And this is a dead end now. There's a bunch of doors, so this is quite the dead end. So these are gonna keep spawning here, so we can pick up a few pairs. Wing boots are like the best consumable item in the game. They're possibly just the best item in the game in general, because it lets you fly. And in a 2D platformer, it's really good. If you've ever played Mario, you know how good those flying items are. Like, you know, you'll probably use those most of the time, especially casually. But even not casually in this, they're really good. Let's pick up some healing, because I am hurting. 500! Alright. That's fine. That's good. I'm not gonna keep getting healed. Like, that's a waste. Alright, nothing in there. The enemy meat shop there. That's a hospital, which could have been cheaper, who knows. And a tool shop, alright, this could be something. We got a bunch of golds too, so this is good. We already have the king key. Alright. We don't need anything in here, unfortunately. So we can move on. I did not mean to do that. Get out of here. You're done. You're done. Alright, so yeah, there's really no problem in having the most amount of wing boots as possible. Something I want to do on the tracker, I should add, is I need to make it so that when I've used the key and like I don't need it anymore, I need to have like a little X through it, which I have a graphic for that. I made that tracker. I really like it. I really do. But you know, that I think that might help. Just again, I think it's just helpful for someone who's not familiar with the game to help follow along, knowing what items I have. Just know, as I get items, you know, that's good in general. Generally, as I fill up the items on there, that is a good thing. There's a lot we don't need on it, but it's still helpful to know, I think. I think, honestly, adding more stuff like checks onto it would probably be pretty useful. Oh man, I almost died. That was a really bad position for that guy. Alright, so that's a new screen right there. That's the beta screen for King Grieve. We're gonna fight him because we're crazy. Yeah, so why not? You know what? We'll pick up the death spell while we're at it. Oh, actually, the hourglass would be a great pickup because that stops King Grieve's fireballs. So why don't we do that? So let's cash in these wing boots, which I was going to use for the fight anyway. And let's pick up this hourglass. Now, the hourglass in the original game, when you use it, it drains half your health. So we wouldn't have actually been able to use this if I was playing vanilla Faxanadu, but I'm not. So yeah, we're gonna stop his fireballs here. But he's still gonna move. Oh, I'm out of magic. There we go. He dropped wing boots, which might always be a thing. I don't know. This is like brand new. This is like this screen here, even though it exists in the vanilla game. It's like it's like not like it doesn't have item. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have actual items and stuff in it, or maybe it does normally have the Dragon Slayer because like that's where it would be in the like if they had added it in. I don't know. Like that's definitely new content. That's definitely very new content that I'm not used to seeing. It's something I'm still getting used to. Was there another split path before? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I can death warp now. I can't remember. I mean, the branch is here. I think maybe I could death warp and we'd be okay. Perhaps. Yeah, we could have, but also the town is just right here, so we can just drop down. So that works. Alright, well, that's cool. How close are we to rank? Like 1,700 away. Alright. Let's get our new title here and continue onward. I need some healing. I could just death warp and get my health back and see like what that puts us at. I probably should do that instead of looking for... I think the hospital was the next screen too, wasn't it? I think it was. I don't know, I feel like I've been using tilt a lot in this one, so I kind of want to stock up with some magic. I mean, I'm pretty set. I don't have the pendant, so I don't have the increased power. So I kind of have the weakest weapon right now. Because the hand dagger's not in this mode, so this is the weakest weapon. We could have had the hand dagger turned on as a possibility. I chose against it. I was like, maybe not. Okay, is that it? Yeah, that is it, isn't it? Oh, I thought there was another way we didn't go. No, we've gone everywhere. The only thing we weren't able to do is the Joker key route. Right. So, that's good to know. I could save some time if I use some wing boots, so... You know, this is I got the clock against me right now. We were running the clock, so... I may as well use the wing boots now and move forward here. Okay. Did we get anything out of going the other way? No, I guess not, right? I'm trying to think if there was anything monumental that we purchased or anything, but no, I don't really think we got anything. Oh well. Here's a fun thing. If we fall through, it just takes you right down here. It doesn't do that, obviously, in the original game, but it's just, for the screen randomization, it just makes sense for it to do that. It's definitely something you have to get used to. I think it's an item there already. Yeah, what is there? What is this? It's a red potion. Sometimes the items are already spawned on screen, and sometimes you have to defeat all the enemies to get them to appear. And if the item's not there, and there's no boss enemy on screen, then it's nothing actually important. But if there's a boss on screen and the item's not there, then it could be very important. Because right now, the only item we're looking for is the Dragon Slayer. It's the only item we need. Technically, we know where the Joker door is. Oh, come on. Get out of here with that. So, we know where the Joker door is, but we don't know... Alright, I'm gonna let this guy fall down. Man, I was waiting for this enemy in there to use their projectile, too. There we go. So if we find the Joker key, we could unlock it, but I'm hoping not to backtrack. Alright, there's nothing here. Alright. There's 2 items in that screen, but we can't get any of them because we'd have to defeat all the enemies on screen. And because they're not already there, that means that they're junk. I mean, it could be wing boots or something, which isn't junk, but, you know, I don't need it. Alright, the Dragon Slayer is literally right there. That's pretty anticlimactic, but alright. Alright, we're suited up. We got the full weapons ready to go. Now, I still want to be checking out shops and stuff because I'm still missing some keys. Well, there's the ace key right there, so, you know, we can get that, so that's pretty nice. But we technically don't need anything else, but it's possible that we do. So let's pick up the ace key there. Yes, a lot of the key items that normally you couldn't pick up in the original game, they don't have any text or anything because it's just like not a thing that exists. So when we pick up the ace key, it's just like we get it. It'd be kind of cool if that was an effect for all the items, honestly. I wouldn't hate that as a feature. Alright, there's the king key door. I guess we will go in it. Might as well check it out. Like I said, the only thing is... Alright, well, that's nothing. The only thing is we need the last fountain. So right now we're looking for a door that's going to take us into a trunk dungeon. That's where the last fountain will be. Oh man, we gotta make this jump. I mean, I do have the wing boots, but this is a big ask. Lots of weird things you have to do in the randomizer. Lots of game knowledge required, for sure. I need some health drops here. I don't really want to use a potion. Oh, here we go. Here's a trunk dungeon. This could be the fountain right here, and sure enough it is. Alright, we are in go mode. That's awesome. The only thing is we don't know if we're going to need any keys or anything to still progress. I'm going to use this potion because I don't want to be full up on items. So we are in go mode, which is awesome. I think you used to need the demon ring to go through the final boss door. I don't think that's required now because of ring randomizer. I think. I don't know for sure, but I think so. Alright, we have elixir already, so. Yeah, I don't want to pass up a shop just... Oh yeah, I didn't mark off the ace key on my tracker here. So, let's grab that. Yeah, I don't want to pass up a shop just in case there's an item. Is this an item? No. Just a shout out. Just a shout out. There's 2 bars, or saloons, I think they're called, that look like that have that NPC placement, and one of them is an item. It's a really obscure secret in the base game where if you have a certain rank and you get there, that NPC will give you a full plate armor, which is really odd. You know what? I might as well just grab this, right? Which is really odd because where he appears is after the full plate. And like literally like two doors before it. Like the armory that sells the full plate is 2 doors before that saloon in the base game. So I just think it's really oddly placed. And the reason for that is, if you're that high of rank to get the free full plate, you probably have enough gold to buy it too. So you probably will just buy it. It's definitely the kind of secret where like you have to know. Like, the game does not give you any inkling whatsoever. So, well, anyway, we're in the world of Mist now, which is our final world, because there's 4 worlds in the game. The order of ours was Trunk, Dartmoor, Branch, Mist. So it could be any order. So the order in the base game, that would have been 1, 4, 3, 2. So worlds 2 and 4 are swapped. That's all that happened. So, it's kind of fun, right? So let's head on up here. Like I said, we're just checking stuff still, because I don't remember if I set the final dungeon to be in a random door or not. We're gonna find out together. I guess if I see whatever door that is, I could go in it. It could appear at any point, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to look for it. The thing is, I want to make sure I kind of hit a save point or something first, because I don't want to accidentally go through it and then it takes me back to the beginning of the game. Because if you have the Zenith, the final dungeon, included in the door randomizer, then the unfortunate part is the last door, instead of taking you to Zenith, it'll take you back to the beginning of the game. So, also, you may have noticed the titles and text and everything has been all random. It's all chosen by the community. I haven't really addressed it at all, but so that's why it is how it is. All right, that could be something there. I guess I will. Well, if this guy overwrites my. Okay, that's not. that's still not. Well, actually, that could have been a. One of those could have been the NPCs, but we might already have the item that he would give us, so he's not going to give us a duplicate. That's possible. I could see that being the case. There's a jack key. We used the jack key already, right? I'm pretty sure we did. I checked it off, so we must have had it. Oh, this could be the gift item too. Yeah, okay, here's the gift item. Nah, it's just a black potion. So that's gonna overwrite our Mattock. When you get gift items, they actually overwrite the bottom item that you have. I assume they do that in the base game because the gift items are actually important. Oh man, do I dare just go through and see if that takes us to the end? I'm like afraid. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and find the other town, and then we're gonna go through there. I don't think that's gonna lead to the other town. This may lead to the other town, so we're gonna check this first. It's not a guarantee that it will, but there's a chance this ladder will. Oh, it did. Okay. Not the way I was expecting it to be from the other direction, but that's okay. But yeah, we could already be done if I'm lucky enough. But like I said, I really don't remember if I chose the settings to have this randomized or not. I feel like I forgot to check the box. So the good news is there was a key door or a ring locked door that we didn't check in the first town. So if this does take us back, we can just check that now too. So that's good to know, right? Oh, we need a ring to open that door. We need the demon ring. We can't even open that door. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Well, never mind, I guess. Joke's on us. We can't even go through that door, so if that takes us to the final dungeon, we're not getting in there. There's some wing boots. You know what? We'll cash in that red potion or the black potion for the wing boots. So that's pretty good. That's hilarious. The only ring we're missing is the demon ring. Alright, so... Again, I don't know if that actually leads us to the end or not, or if it leads us to the beginning. So the demon ring might not be required. Alright, that's a nothing shop there. That's just magic power back. So I don't have to worry about that. So this is the last save of the game right here. No, we could see the other mist guru, actually. He might be chilling out somewhere here. But, yeah. We probably won't save it, though, because this is so close to that other door that I would rather not, like, chance that. So I probably won't cash in for another title at this point. We're really just looking for the demon ring. Wouldn't it be funny if it was right here? I went there and I could have just got it right away. No, it's not there. That would have been hilarious, though. It could have happened. Wasn't impossible. All right, here we go. Try number 2. Come on, give me that demon ring. Or not. Now this could be it. I think in the base game it would be, but in this it's an hourglass, so. That's not gonna be anything because that's not a boss enemy. Alright, one more shop chance. Wow, there's been a lot of shops in this town. There it is! Alright. There's the demon ring. So we're going to find out if the final boss is beyond that door or not. If it is, this could potentially be a really fast seed. Honestly, with all things considered, that would be really nice. I wouldn't mind a little bit of a quicker seed. It's been pretty fun so far. Otherwise, we're going to be hunting for the final door, which I have no idea where it is. So let's see if I forgot to turn this setting on or not. This is the real test right here. No, I did forget. Okay, well that's probably for the best, so I don't have to look for the final dungeon. So yeah, if I had the check mark on that randomizes the dungeon with the other doors, that door would have led us back to the first town. So this is Zenith. It is all completely randomized. So right now we are really just looking for the final boss door, which could be in a variety of spots. I can't remember how high the door normally is. It could be right here. It's potential. Yeah, there it is. Alright, that was easy enough. Sweet. But yeah, this dungeon actually has 6 items in it, so if you're still looking for a required item to beat the game, it could be in here. I did not mean to go through there. Alright, well, there we go. This is the evil one. This is the final boss of the game. And they're not immune to tilt, so we did a whole bunch of damage. And that is the game. That's it. We beat it. That's Faxanadu Randomizer. Done. 46 minutes, 43 seconds. That's not too bad. I think that went pretty well. And I hope I explained everything. I know I've been talking like non-stop. I guess that's the whole point of a video and a, and a walkthrough, I suppose. But the Faxanadu Randomizer is really fun. I'll have a link to the Discord in the description where you can join it and get the program and all that nonsense. But I had a great time doing this. So thank you so much for watching the first Faxanadu Randomizer Friday. And I will see you next week for another seed that will have slightly different settings, but it'll be, you know, more along the lines of the same. It was really cool to see the new beta screen, though. But have a great day, everyone. I've been OdinSpack. I'll catch you next time. Until then, take care, and goodbye.